Hey loves, Tia here with an attempt at defining my curls. This was the day of my big chop. I was so excited, I remember, and I used Miss Jessie's curly pudding, and it was like a fro. This is my hair normally when after a braid out has been just zapped away by the humidity, and that's fun to wear. I believe I have a little bit of Eco Styler gel in this picture, just like in certain places, not throughout the whole hair. And this is just water, moisturizer, and pulled back. For this attempt, I used clean, dry hair. Yep, dry, just like that. It was stretched out. It was an old braid out that just started to do its thing. And that was what I tried this whole experiment on. Just dry, clean hair. It had a base of moisturizer, and that's what I got. So I think it was kind of successful because it stretched my curls some, which gave me some length to play with. And I think it came out all right. So I'm going to show you guys how I did it and get started with the video. Basically what I was doing here was sectioning my hair to put the Eco Styler gel on. I use the olive oil Eco Styler gel. And one of the things I have to say about my washouts or wash and goes, I can't call it wash and go because I ain't washing and going nowhere, but because it just takes a long time. I had to kind of have my hair in a style with the sides up because I do not like my washouts just yet with my hair fully out. I don't think it's cut in a style. It kind of looks Jerry curlish, and that's not the look I'm going for. So here I am applying the gel to the dry hair, preferably with no markings of a braid out, because then you're going to have to deal with those crinkles. You just want it to have kind of been a puff, like a just your hair with no indentations. And another technique I used was to take the Eco Styler gel and kind of flatten down my hair at the roots so it kind of laid down. Here I'm putting some moisturizer on it because it does dry hard. The amount of gel and the fact that it's dry, even though I had moisturizer under it and oil under it, it dries hard. So that's okay. I put some moisturizer on it to soften it up and the crunch was gone. The thing is, you cannot manipulate this hair while it is crunchy and dry. You will break your ends. So when you're going to do your nighttime twist to preserve the curls, make sure that the hair is moisturized, especially the ends, or else you will pull and tear. And also just be gentle pulling them. They'll come loose. If the ends are moisturized, they'll unravel from the wrap that they've done around each other. I didn't have my clips to hold my twist, so it was a little it started unraveling. So when you do this, have your clamps or clips to hold each twist as you do it, and just use as much moisturizer as you'd like. Your hair can never get too much moisturizer, especially when it's crunchy and dry from the gel. And especially you're doing this overnight, it's going to absorb the moisturizer, so put as much that makes you comfortable. Here I'm pulling down the twists that were preserving the curls, and I could opt to refresh them with, like, let's say an infusion spray that is water, mostly water, but because I'm trying to keep my length and keep stretching the curls to keep the length, I know what will happen if I put water. It will immediately shrink back up and it'll look different. The curls will look different. So I used a creamy moisturizer throughout. I used the Say Yes to Carrots, I believe, or cucumbers, something like that. And I'm sure it has some water based in it, but it's mostly creamy, so it provided me that moisture without shrinking up my curls. I had a interesting style going on with the hair braid going across like a bandana, but just ignore that. I'll figure out my true real style later. Mostly what I want to concentrate on is gaining the texture that I want out of my curly styles. I just want to make sure that this is not a fluke. I know exactly how to get the specific texture from my hair that I want. And I was pretty pleased with the outcome. When it dried, it looked like that. It was moisturized. It had some curls. It was good to go. So it's a work in progress, but I think doing this on dry hair heated these results. And that's something you guys can try out if you haven't tried that already, and see how that works for you and let me know. Alright, thanks for watching, beautiful.